In movies and money, a lot of buzz about the Golden Globes. Let's bring in Erik Childress, a movie man, to talk all about it. Hello to you, Erik.
Hi, Angie.
Well, the official airing of the Golden Globes has been canceled for 2022. What are the circumstances that ultimately led to that decision?
Well, barring being in the actual room, this has been a cascading snowball that finally hit the winter home at the bottom of the mountain. We talked about this a few months ago, how diversity has been a severe problem within the ranks of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Add that to years of well-known compromised voting. Members have been easily handed them over to films and talent that have given them exclusive access, parties, backstage passes, you name it. And this has been a problem that many of us have spoken to going back decades. Nevertheless, Hollywood gave in to their power play as a precursor to the biggest prize of all, the Oscar, and it took studios to finally say enough. So this past week, Netflix announced they were ceasing all association with the Globes until they made strides to really address their lack of representation and questionable leadership. Amazon then followed suit shortly after. But at that point, it was an important stepping stone, but as part of the new streaming universe, I felt it would take an old school studio to really bring about some change. Monday morning, it was announced that Warner Brothers was doing the same, singling out not just the lack of diversity amongst their ranks, but the trouble they have had getting them to cover projects from Black performers and creators.
Erik, you had the scoop on two new movies hitting theaters this weekend. One film is the new chapter in the Saw series, and the other stars Angelina Jolie. Here's a look at Those Who Wish Me Dead.
Those men that came for your father, did you see their faces? That's them.
Give me something else to worry about.
Let's get your reviews now of that film along with the Saw movie Spiral.
Yes, and we're still looking for something worth going to theaters for. In Those Who Wish Me Dead, which you can also catch on HBO Max, Angelina Jolie plays a smoke jumper who finds herself trying to shield a young boy from a pair of contract killers trying to eliminate all loose ends in a government conspiracy. It's a pretty standard B-movie plot with the element of an impending wildfire added as a co-star. The film is watchable enough, though brutal in spots, with the two killers simultaneously being the most interesting characters and the dumbest. Though if you're going to build up a movie to include guns and a forest fire, you better not make the latter a Deus Ex Machina. Still, as a B-movie trying to wink at the audience it is also doing commentary on people in power, it's a heck of a lot better than Spiral, which, reportedly based on an idea by the star Chris Rock, is the reboot of the Saw series whose last chapter was in 2010. Rock plays a detective at the center of a new string of jigsaw copycat murders targeting cops. The grisly, clearly time-consuming contraptions of torture are once again on display, but the film is shockingly easy to solve, and director Darren Lynn Bousman, who directed Saws 2, 3, and 4, bungles even further the rather cowardly social commentary they are trying to make about bad cops, leaving a pretty sour aftertaste when it is all over.
Thank you, Erik.
Thank you, Angie.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.